Without a doubt, the number one question that I get asked when people are learning about human design is what is the difference between waiting to respond and waiting for an invitation? It really makes sense to me that people would get this confused because it feels like aren't invitations something to respond to? And if you're waiting, what is the difference? Let's break this down. If you don't know me yet, hi, I'm Naomi Fox Reyna, and I am the founder of Lightfilled, where we study the light-filled life and astrology and human design, spiritual gifts, all the things. So to understand this really well, the difference between the generator strategy of wait to respond and the projector strategy of wait for the invitation comes down to aura mechanics. I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about it this way, so this is definitely why I wanted to make this video. The aura of the generator is open and enveloping, and this applies to the manifesting generator as well. Even though they are quite different from the generator, their aura is fundamentally the same. And so that open and enveloping aura, that some generators hear that and they're like, I'm an introvert. I don't feel open or enveloping, but it's the way that your aura mechanics work. You can still have the personality of an introvert or not desire to be around people, but the reason why the generator aura works in an open, enveloping way is it magnetizes everything to you because you are here to respond. You can respond to an invitation. You can respond to a conversation with somebody. You can respond to a smell. You can respond to overhearing a conversation where they don't even know that you exist or that you're overhearing things. You can respond to literally anything that is external to you can create a response within you that allows you to get that visceral body response of, yes, I want that, no, I don't want that, or I'm not sure, I need more input, more data, whatever. But it gives you that clear, defined message from within yourself. That is your response. That is what it means to wait to respond. And then you take that through your authority. And as a generator or manifesting generator, it's either going to be emotional authority or sacral authority, which confirms or shows you the path of which things are correct to respond to. The projector aura is completely different, entirely and totally different. What that looks like is a penetrating aura. So the projector's aura penetrates. It actually moves beyond the natural energetic boundaries between the projector and another person. This can happen projector to projector or projector to any other aura type. And so the reason why the projector needs to wait for the invitation is because you don't want to go around penetrating things without permission. And so there needs to be that invitation of, yes, I want you to come into my aura and tell me things. I want you to reach into my G center, which is located in the center of us, and be able to understand what's going on here so that the projector can properly guide that individual. Because projectors are here to guide. And so really what it is that the projector is looking for recognized invitations, not just an invitation, not just will you do this thing, but when there's that recognition, if the projector is really attuning to it and listening to it and kind of dialing in, there will be that opening up. There will be that reception, that desire for, yes, please tell me more. And when it's there, when it's good, when the recognition is high, it's electric and the conversation just flows and time flies by. And it's absolutely amazing for both the projector and the person receiving this guidance, inspiration, intuition, direction, etc. But if the projector is not invited, they will be met with a ton of resistance. It will be very exhausting for the projector. And there's a good chance that the person won't even hear them. They literally won't even hear what the projector is trying to say. The projector may actually have the exact thing that that person needs, but without an invitation, they cannot help that person. They may actually create the opposite situation in that person and could actually do more harm than good without properly waiting for the invitation. So to wrap up, the generator needs anything external to them, anything that is coming in from the outside, positive, negative, direct, indirect, anything at all, to respond to. That will give information. Constant response is happening for the generator, on and on and on, every 2 seconds sometimes for the generator. And the projector needs to wait for invitations when interacting with another person. If the projector isn't interacting with another person, they actually don't need to wait for the invitation. They can do whatever they want. But if it involves another person's aura, because of that penetration, that's where the invitation needs to come in. For me personally, a fun little bonus tip, I am a projector, and what I have realized is not everybody recognizes me at the same level. So, for the most success in my life, I sit with it and I think to myself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does this person recognize me? I realized this. I was working with somebody and it was great, and there was so much that was flowing and so much was positive, but then there would just be this crunchy energy sometimes. And I was sitting with it and I was stepping back and I was reflecting and I was like, how is this happening? What is going on? Everything about this makes sense, but it's not working. And I had the thought, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does this person recognize you? And I was like, oh, it's like a 7 out of 10, which isn't that low, but it's certainly not high enough for the level of the dynamic that I was doing with this person, working with them professionally and all of that. So now in my life, personally, I don't give very much time or attention or energy to someone that recognizes me below that 8 out of 10 mark. And the people that are very close in my life are hovering at that 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. And like, of course, nobody's going to recognize you 10 out of 10 all the time. That's just not how this game works. But to just sort of be aware of how much do they want me to share? Because as projectors, we can be so starved that a 3 out of 10 is like, that's good enough for me. And we charge for it. We just tell them all the things. We give them a 10 out of 10 response. But if somebody is recognizing you too low, take that as clarity that that is not where you need to pour your energy into. If you like this video and you want more, definitely subscribe, hit the bell so you'll get notifications when they come in, and comment below and let me know what other questions you have. And I would be very thrilled to receive your invitation to make more videos.